Hi, my name is Nicholas. I am a PD dialysis nurse, peritoneal dialysis. Today I'm going to go over APD or CCPD, basically doing PD dialysis with the machine. So this is the machine that we're going to go over. This is called the Home Choice Claria. This is one of the newer models from Baxter. They have one more new than this, but this is what we use at my facility. It's a really good machine because the nurse can look at your treatments on the computer and they can give you a call to let you know if they have any concerns, or if you have concerns, they can look at your treatments and they can address those concerns for you. So first I'm going to go over the bags that go on top of the machine. This is a 6-liter bag. It's pretty hefty. It's not that heavy, but there's 2 bags that we mostly use, 6-liter bags and 3-liter bags. There are other sizes, but those are the sizes that we mostly use. This is the smaller 3-liter bag. This is what I'm going to use today to show you how to set it up. All right, press go to start. That's what usually happens when you turn the machine on. That's letting you know it's ready for you to load the cassette and set everything up. So one of the reasons why you want to set up your machine early is so your bag can get warm to the proper temperature so you don't have to wait. So this right here, it's pretty hot right now. When you turn your machine on, this instantly starts to warm up and get hot. So your bag goes on top of this machine and it now becomes what's called the heater bag. So this bag will always maintain a steady temperature that's good for dialysis to initiate inside of your body. You don't want a cold bag going inside of you. It's going to increase the time it takes for dialysis and it'll be a little cold. So the heater bag stays here. And if your prescription requires you to have 2 bags, you'll just set your other bag to the side. Okay, I have my bag on the machine warming up. So while it's warming up, I'm going to get my supplies. So before you use your workstation, make sure you wipe it down with your Lysol bleach. We have our supplies ready. Our bag is still warming. The machine is ready to start. Let's wash our hands. Don't forget to look at the expiration date of your cassette and make sure it isn't expired. This expires June 2028, so we're good. Okay, my hands are washed. I have my supplies ready. So now I'm ready to start the machine process. Okay, first thing I should do is make sure I have the proper bags on the machine for my prescription. So I know I need a 2.5 and a 1.5. So this is 2.5, and it's green. So I know I'm good for this bag. This bag is 1.5, 1.5, and it's yellow. Okay, so I have my 2.5 and my 1.5. Now we can open the bags. Okay, so I'm gonna open my bag now. The bags have these little slits to help you open them. There is some condensation in here, but if you see my other videos, remember we do scale to make sure our bag is good. S for solution strength, 2.5, 2.5, green, 2.5. C for clarity. When I take something, I can read through it easily. I know it's clear. A for amount, 3,000 bag. I know I'm supposed to have 2 3,000 bags. L for leaks. So I'm going to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Nothing is coming out. Condensation buildup on the outside, but nothing's leaking out. And E for expiration. Bag is not expired. So this is a good bag. So I'm going to put this bag back on the machine. So I'll do the same thing for this bag. But this time with this bag, I'm going to open it a different way. For my second bag, I'm going to use this clamp to help me open it. Put your bag on a flat surface, take the clamp, run it along the middle, and it's open. So I'm going to use the same scale technique to see if this is a good bag. S for solution strength. I know my second bag was a 1.5, so 1.5% dextrose. Put it to the side, 1.5% dextrose. and yellow indicates 1.5% dextrose. So this bag is good. So I already have my first bag up on top as the heater bag. So I'm gonna place this bag next to it right here. So now I have both of my bags ready for treatment. I know I have the right bags. I know they're good bags. This bag is already really warm. I have my supplies here. So now I'm ready to press go to start. So let's press go. The machine is really good at giving you instructions on what to do. So load the set, it's telling me what to do. So to load the set, it means load the cassette set right here. So in order to do that, first I have to open the machine. So I'm gonna raise this lever, I'm gonna pull back, and that is where I load the cassette. So in between doing things, always use your hand sanitizer. If you touch something, give your hands a good wipe. Open the cassette. This is it. So this piece right here goes inside the machine. So I'll show you how to put that inside first.
If you are the owner or manager of a building with a flat top roof, then please pay close attention to this short video.
Okay, so this piece goes in first. We have the lines that will go through this. So the cassette will go in this way, and it's kind of shaped. This is rounded and this is not rounded. You put it in at an angle, just like putting in one of those old tapes from the 90s. And you push one side, two side, three side, four side. You hold this, make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Lower the lever, and that's it. And now we have the rest of it that we are going to work with. You have this big piece of blue tape right here, paper tape. Just rip that off, toss it. Grab your organizer, that's what this is called. There's a lip right here, and there's a big protruding ball right here. And if you notice, this will go down on the lip, and then you push that bottom piece against the ball so it clicks into place. Now your cassette is loaded, or your set is loaded. And you see all these different lines that I'll go through next. So the set's loaded, organizer's in place, cassette is in place. I just let these pieces hang until I'm ready for it. The next thing you want to do is clamp everything shut. So this longest line is the patient line. Clamp that shut. Clamp this line shut. Clamp this line shut. And clamp this line shut. So this is the drain line. This goes to the drain bag, or this goes to your shower or toilet or bucket, whatever you want to have your fluids draining inside of. At the very bottom of the drain line, you have one more clamp that you have to shut. Now all the lines are shut and you're ready for the next step. You press the green button. And now it does a self-testing. And while it's self-testing, we can get ready. Okay, self-testing is complete, ready for the next step. So before I go to the next step, this is a tip that I tell my patients. I tell them to take a piece of tape and run it along this section of the organizer. And it's just a helpful tool that is really useful when you first begin dialysis. I'm going to start with the right, and this is the first line that I'm going to work with. So I know it says connect bags and open the clamps, but I'm going to start from right to left before I move on to the next step. So I remove this line, which is the first line. The first line is the drain line. It's about 12 feet long. You can take off that piece of tape right there to make it longer. And usually you'll put it in your bathtub, in your toilet, or you can connect it to the drain bag, which I'm going to show you right now. This is a drain bag. This is a 15-liter bag. It can hold 15 liters of fluid. Remember from my manual exchange videos when I said shiny side up? That's the dull side. That's the shiny side. You always want the shiny side up so you can look at your fluid and see if it's clear or not. So you want to take your drain line and you want to connect it to this piece right here. And you want to keep this clamp open. Don't close this clamp. If you close this clamp, the drain fluid will never get into the bag. So keep the clamp open. Okay, so drain bag, drain line, open the drain line, open the drain bag, and you just twist, 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 and push. And now they're connected. Keep this clamp open. If you close this clamp, your drain fluid will not go into the bag and the machine will alarm all night. So make sure if you connect it to the drain bag that you keep this clamp open. Now, also make sure you close this clamp. The drain bag has 2 separate lines on it. This clamp should always remain closed so the fluid won't leak out. This clamp should remain open so the fluid can go inside the bag. Put the bag down on the ground next to your bed, next to the machine. Let's go to the next step. Now, just to review, I turned the machine on, inspected my bags, make sure I had the right bags, put this bag on the heater tray. It said press go to start. I pressed go. It said insert the organizer and the cassette. I did that. I closed all the clamps, including this clamp right here that's on the drain line. I put a piece of tape right here across my organizer to remind me of the steps that I should go in. So I already did the drain. Now I'm ready for the next line. This line will go to my heater bag. Red stands for hot. So this line goes here. So at this point, I'm ready to connect this line to my heater bag. So every company has different policies and procedures. My company says wear gloves. Some companies say it's okay not to wear gloves. I'm going to put hand sanitizer on my hands. I'm going to put my mask on because I'm about to open something that's sterile. I am going to wear my gloves, extra large gloves for extra large hands. Now I'm ready. So I'm going to grab my heater line. If it's wrapped up around the lines, just unravel it. Mine was wrapped up a little bit. So now I'm ready to connect it to the bag. Okay, so I have my heater line in one hand, and I have my bag in the other. This is a little tough to open, so I'm gonna just turn to loosen it up a little bit. I'm gonna put the ring of this on one of my fingers, and I'm just gonna pull it off. And then I'm gonna put the ring of this on this finger, and I'm gonna pull it off. It's a simple connection. Put it in, twist and turn. And then I'm gonna open the line. So now that these are connected, I'm gonna break this frangible and open a clamp. Clamp open, frangible broken. So now that I have my heater bag connected, I'm ready to connect my second bag. I'm gonna pull the tape. I have a second line. I know I have a second bag, so I'm gonna pull this out. And as I said before, if this is tangled, you can just untangle it. And now it's ready for use. Okay, I have my line, I have my bag. I'm gonna twist the cap on my supply line, loosen it up. I'm gonna put this ring on my finger here. Pop it off, put this ring on my finger here, pop it off, and just simply connect. Then I'm gonna go to the clamp, I'm gonna open it. So after I connect it, I break the frangible, and then I open the clamp. And I'm gonna pull my tape. I have an extra line for another bag. I know I only need to use 2 bags, so I'm gonna ignore this line. Keep it clamped, pretend it doesn't exist. Now I'm gonna go to my very last line. That's the patient line, that goes to me. And I'm gonna unclamp that line. So the instructions on the cycler reads, connect bags, open all clamps. I've connected my 2 bags and I've opened the clamps for my heater bag, my second bag, and my patient line.
Have you ever seen the magic glasses that can see clearly without glasses? This glasses can not only see far away.
And we're back. So connect bags, open all clamps. I've done that. Now I just press this green button. Okay, let's see what we have here. The machine is priming. Priming is like flushing for the manual exchanges. It's gonna prime the lines so there won't be any air in the lines. So I have my heater bag, which is very warm right now. The frangible is cracked. It's connected. The clamp is open. I have my supply bag, which is very cold. The frangible is cracked. It's connected. The clamp is open. Looking through here, I have this line that's not connected to a bag, so it's closed, it's clamped. I have this line, my patient line, that's open. I want this to remain open, so while this is priming, fluid will come all the way to the top right here, so there will be no air in here. And my drain line, hope you can see it priming a little bit right there. My drain line has this clamp closed, and this is on my drain line. And right now I have my drain line connected to my drain bag. Remember, this doesn't have to be connected to the drain bag. I could have connected this to a bucket, to my toilet, to a bathtub, and it would have drained straight into the bathtub or toilet. But I have it connected to my drain bag, so I have my drain bag clamp open. You can already see some fluid in there. And I have this clamp closed. If this clamp was open, the fluid would kind of leak out and stain your carpet. So always remember to keep this closed. Now, even if you choose to put this to your toilet or bathtub during your treatments, once a quarter, your nurse will need you to connect it to a drain bag and bring this in so they can sample it to make sure your dialysis is working right for you. And if you didn't break these frangibles, or if these clamps were closed, the machine would alert you to make sure that clamps are open and the frangibles are broken. Okay, we're on the next step. Check patient line and connect yourself. Focusing on that, check patient line. So on your patient line, you should see liquid about right here. Okay, so my machine is all set up. Heater bag is open and warm. Supply line is open. My patient line is primed, and I'm ready to connect myself. So check patient line, connect yourself. So let's do that. Okay, now I'm ready to connect. I have washed my hands again, and I put gloves on. I had the machine set up for about 2 hours before I got on. I'm going to open my 4x4. I'm going to put Alcovis on it. I'm going to use the first 4x4 to scrub my transfer set for 1 minute. And remember, we're scrubbing at the portion where the cap meets the transfer set. So we're scrubbing all along right here for 1 minute. After you're done with that, I'm going to take my second piece of gauze that's soaked with Alcovis. I'm going to wrap it for 1 minute and just let it sit on my lap. After you're done with that, you are ready to connect. So the machine says check patient line and connect yourself. We've already checked the line to make sure it's primed. Now it's time to connect yourselves. All right, so I'm gonna take off my gauze. I'm gonna grab my patient line. If you want, you can clamp this for this moment so the fluid won't pop out at you, but I'm gonna leave mine unclamped. And the fluid popping out at me kind of also lets me know that it's primed. I untwist my transfer cap just a little bit to help me out. Put a finger around this, kind of twist it and pull. I undo my mini cap. I just connect and twist. And I just dab at it to get rid of any iodine that might be on my transfer set. And I am officially connected. All right, I am officially connected. Check patient line and connect yourself. Well, I did that, so let's press the green button. And now it starts the initial drain. I'll make sure your transfer set's open. I don't know if I said that or not, but open your transfer set after you connect. You can kind of see the iodine flowing along down there. Initial drain should take about 10 minutes with the amount of fluid that I have in my bag, but I'll definitely fast forward it. Iodine flowing along down there. Initial drain should take about 10 minutes with the amount of fluid that I have in my bag, but I'll definitely fast forward it. All right, so it's done with the initial drain. And now it's doing the first of 3 fills. I tore apart my apron so you guys can actually see what's happening. And there it is. And this is working against gravity, so you know the machine is using a pump. So when you're laying in bed, as long as you're not laying on top of your abdomen, whatever position you're in should be perfectly fine. My apron here so you can actually see it filling. So this was completely empty and now it's filling up. So now it's dwelling. So this is the liquid that's dwelling inside of your abdomen right now. Right now it's removing toxins and removing excess fluid. All right, now that we're done dwelling, we're on drain 1 of 3. So this is now gonna drain out of the bag or out of your abdomen and go straight into the drain bag. Okay, so the next morning you should wake up and this is what you should be looking at. End of therapy. As you can see, I still have some fluid in this bag and some fluid in this bag. This bag is 3 liters and this bag is 3 liters, but my prescription was only for a total of 4 liters to go inside of me during my treatment. So 3 and 3 is 6 liters. So there's probably 2 liters left between the 2 of these. But I got the treatment that I was supposed to get. How about we press this green button? It's telling me to close all clamps. Close 1. Close 2. Close the clamp to the patient line. Close the drain clamp. The clamp to the patient line. This is the clamp that's going to be connected to you. Are all clamped? Okay. Green button. What do I do next? Disconnect yourself. Okay, your treatment's over. Everything went well. You're ready to disconnect from the machine. First thing you're gonna do is close your transfer set. Now it's closed. The risk for you getting contaminated has significantly decreased. So now hand sanitizer. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Take your 4x4 gauze, put some Alkavis on it. My company requires our patients to wear gloves, so go ahead and put your gloves on. Always wear your mask. All right, take one piece of gauze, scrub at the connection site between a patient line and the transfer set. Be careful when you're scrubbing that you're not twisting and turning, because if you do, you can accidentally disconnect this. So I'm gonna take off my mask so you can hear me better. So after you scrub for 1 minute, you'll take your next piece of gauze that's soaked with Alka-Vis and you'll wrap it for 1 minute. And after you're done with that, you're ready to open your mini caps. So double check your mini caps, make sure they're not expired. Remember, we always use 2 mini caps just in case you open one and it falls on the floor. You always have that second one so you don't have to go running around looking for another mini cap. So open your mini cap package, look inside, there's iodine, it's supposed to have iodine. So take off the wrap gauze, disconnect, untwist, and put the new mini cap back on. And you're done. You're officially disconnected. Now you can tear down your machine and move on to the next step. After I disconnect myself, green button, please wait. So if you hear that, it depressurized this. So it pressurized your cassette case while I was in here. So during the treatment, if you tried to pull this up, you would not have been able to do it because it was pressurized. It just depressurized it. So now we can easily lift it up and we can remove the cassette. And we throw this away. These are one and done. Use it one time and then you throw it away. Let's take this off. Green button, please wait. All right, and here's my drain bag. This entire treatment, it's a little bit heavy, not too heavy, but here it is. This is my initial drain and my drain from the treatment. So if you were doing what's called adequacy, where they test this fluid to see how well you're doing at your dialysis treatment, you would bring that in to the clinic. If you weren't, if this is just how you set up every night, then you'll disconnect this from this. Done. You just grab it, pull and twist, and it comes right off. Make sure this is clamped, like I said earlier. All right, now it says turn me off. So you go around the back. Hit this switch, and you've officially completed your treatment. All right, guys, that's it. That's the end of the video. That was CCPD or APD or using the cycler. I didn't talk about some things like putting in your weight, putting in the concentration of the fluids in the machine. I didn't talk about how you can cycle through the machine to look at your UF, your dwell time average, your drain time average, etc., etc. I'll go over that in another video. I just want to go through the basics of how to set up the machine, how to connect, and how to disconnect. If you have any questions, let me know, let your nurse know, let your doctor know, phone a friend.